Hello YouTube, it's Mirek here, and this is part 4 of the community card reveals. And the first card, Splinter Graft. 8 mana, Druid legendary, 8 attack and 8 health. It has the battle cry, choose a friendly minion, add a 10/10 copy to your hand that costs 10. So you play this on 8, you're losing so much tempo, which I don't think is ever a good thing when you play this. And there is some synergy with Stone Tusk board. If you play Splinter Graft on turn 9, you play the boar, you play Splinter Graft on the board. So you have a 10/10 with charge, but caveat is it does cost 10. So turn 10, that's your whole turn. Just deal 10 damage to a random minion or go face. But you can also, on the next turn, you can copy the boar with the beast synergy card. I don't know if that's standard or not, but that can work. Be a 2-turn lethal pretty much. But overall, I really don't see this having much play. 6 mana, Mage legendary, Toki, Time Tinker, just the battle cry, add a random legendary minion from the past to your hand. 5 attack and 5 health, which is quite weak stat-wise, but the text is what really makes this somewhat playable. I mean, you can have, say, Ragnaros, the Fire Lord, or even Yogg Saron might make a comeback, or even Kalthuzad, which is quite strong if you get any of these 3, except for maybe Yogg. I mean, you might not have that many spells in your deck, but it's still fun to play Yogg in standard when it is rotating out, so it's definitely a fun card. It will definitely see play in more of a meme-centered deck, but it's still fun. I mean, you can still get really crappy legendaries. So we'll see if this actually sees play in some sort of competitive deck, but I really doubt it. Now a 3 mana neutral epic, Voodoo Doll, battle cry, choose a minion, death rattle, destroy the chosen minion, has 1 attack and 1 health. So this synergizes really well with Frostless Jaina, which if you play Frostless Jaina, then next turn, on turn 10, you play Voodoo Doll, you choose a really powerful minion and just use Icy Touch and just ping this away, and it kills that minion, and summon a 3/6 water elemental, which is quite strong for this combo. For other classes, I really don't see this having any play. Another neutral card for 7 mana, it's also an epic, Worgen Abomination, 6 attack and 6 health, but play this primarily for the text. At the end of your turn, deal 2 damage to all other damaged minions. So this can really work really well with Warrior when you do whirlwind or whirlwind type effects, like even Warpath. So after you do that whirlwind effect, it works very much exactly like Baron Geddon. But in a way, it is better than Baron Geddon since you only attack other damaged minions rather than all other characters, so I think that's why this is a big reason it is epic. Maybe will this see play in other classes? Maybe. Well, let's see what else there is. Maybe Rogue with Phantom Knives, but that's a big maybe. I think this will definitely see play in Warrior for sure. Maybe even Control Warrior just to replace Sleep with the Fishes. And now a Paladin 4 mana legendary. The Glass Knight. It's 4 attack and 3 health, but that's pretty weak. They read the text. It has Divine Shield. So whenever you restore health to your hero, is it to your hero? Or is it to this? I think it's to your hero. You gain Divine Shield yet again. That text, whenever you restore health, if that goes to your face, the Glass Knight might be playable with Benevolent Djinn. 3 mana card. At the end of your turn, restore 3 health to your hero. So you play Glass Knight, then your opponent might use resources to get rid of it. But if they don't get rid of it, on turn 5, you play Djinn. And you hope your hero is damaged somewhat. So you trade with the Glass Knight and play something for 2 mana, say you Hero Power, or even ring the bells on the Glass Knight so it survives somewhat better. But that would make this card more vulnerable to Shadow or Death. You trade something and potentially kill it, removing your Divine Shield. You end your turn and you have Benevolent Djinn still on board. That's it, you heal. And the Glass Knight gets another Divine Shield. So that's quite interesting. I don't know why this is considered a legendary, since this might be a really sick epic card. So that might be why it is a legendary. So I like it. 2 mana rogue rare spell, Pickpocket. It has Echo, and you add a random card to your hand from your opponent's class. So this works really well with Spectral Cutlass. So you play Cutlass on turn 4, and say you attack something. You might not even have to attack anything. Maybe play this on turn 5 and don't attack unless there's a cheap minion out there you can just kill right away. Then on turn 6, you can play 6. You can play 3 Pickpocket, and Cutlass gets 3 durability. So all of a sudden it's either 8 to attack and 4 durability, or 5 durability. So that's quite strong. But still 2 attacks. You might be forced to buff the Cutlass, since it has the lifesteal tag attached to it already. But still, you can play Kingsbane, which is... I still think it's much better than this card. But you try to make a theft rogue with Cutlass and Pickpocket and Mist Wraith. Makes it quite strong. You can play this on turn 4. You play the Mist Wraith, which is a 4-mana rogue rare minion. Whenever you play an Echo card, gain +1/+1. It's a 3 attack and 5 health. Just quite strong on turn 4. So you play this on turn 4. Turn 5 you play the weapon. And then turn 6 you can either play Cheap Shot or even Pickpocket. So either of these cards, you can play 3 of these on turn 6. If you feel greedy, you can also play Face Collector. So you can play 2 of these, which is quite valuable. So your board presence is Miss Wraith. That is a 5/7 with 2 Face Collectors on board. And you also have 2 legendary minions in your hand. That's a really big value play on turn 6. I would still like to play Face Collector on turn 9 or do some insane combos and try to do Face Collector at least 4 or more times. So we'll see if that's possible. It's highly unlikely, but it might work. If it doesn't work, you still get some high value with this type of deck. The Echo Theft Rogue most likely should be a thing. Now back to Paladin. 8 mana for a weapon. That's quite insane. It's really expensive. But you look at the text, you say, wow. After your hero attacks, give your minions +1/+1. So turn 7, you try to flood the board. Then turn 8, play this, and then attack something. All those things just got buffed. So I can really see Acidic Swamp Ooze or other ooze effects to destroy weapons. Like, say, Harrison Jones or even Gluttonous Ooze, which destroys the weapon. So yes, I can see the metagame really reliant on having an ooze, or maybe 2 oozes, which is a lot of tech to put into your deck. Having 2 oozes just to play around the paladin that might play 2 of these silver swords. Having 1 ooze will be optimal in the upcoming expansion with the Mage weapon, the Warlock weapon, and this weapon, or maybe even Valenier, but no, I would not want to destroy Valenier. I mean, there's some chance you might even destroy the Kingsbane for Rogue. I mean, that's okay. I mean, if your Rogue played 2 of the kobolds that draws a weapon from your deck, if your opponent played 2 of those, you're set to play Ooze. And if they don't draw Kingsbane right away, you're pretty much safe. But back to this card, it's quite powerful for being a rare card as well. That's pretty insane. I mean, this could have been better as an epic, easily, so I'm not sure what Blizzard was thinking making this a rare. I mean, it brings me back to the Corridor Creeper before it got nerfed. I mean, wasn't that a rare as well? Or am I not thinking correctly? I can't remember if it was a rare or an epic, but if it was a rare, that's pretty sick. So, this card will definitely see play in Doodadin as a one-of, since Rallying Blade is rotating out. We'll see if this will work. Another Paladin card, a 4-mana rare minion, Bellringer Sentry, Battlecry, and Death Rattle. Put a secret from your deck into the battlefield. Really reminds me of Mysterious Challenger, where if you played Mysterious Challenger, it puts a copy of each secret from your deck into the battlefield. So this is basically a cheaper, I believe, more worse version of Mysterious Challenger, since I really like Hydrologist above and beyond Bellringer Sentry. I mean, Hydrologist is just much more stronger, since discovering a secret really enables you to put more cards in your deck without sacrificing having a dead card. So you play Hydrologist, you discover a secret, most likely will counter the enemy somewhat, and it's just better overall. It's also Murloc. Murloc synergy is really powerful in Paladin, so turn 2 you play this, or turn 3 you play this and equip the secret, so, and then on turn 4 just play Call to Arms. Being Bellringer Sentry, you never want to play on turn 4, since most likely you will be playing Call to Arms on turn 4 most of the time, but I don't like Sentry. I don't think it's gonna see much play, since just throwing in a Noble Sacrifice just in your deck fills up fills up deck space, and the Noble Sacrifice might not even be relevant against the opponent you're facing. So Hydrologist is just so much more relevant. You can play around things easier with Hydrologist as well. So I think Sentry is terrible. 1 mana epic for Warrior, Town Crier, 1 attack and 2 health, which is on turn 1, is pretty decent. This also has the Battlecry. Draw a rush minion from your deck, so there is synergy with other rush minions in Warrior, such as Darius Crowley, or even Swift Messenger. So 2 attack or 6 attack minion. So there's some synergy with that. But most likely you would really want to play this with Darius Crowley. So turn 1 you play this. Then you get Darius Crowley into your hand. So you play Crowley on turn 5 immediately. Then turn 2, my Hero Power, or cast another Town Crier. And turn 3, can weapon and do an attack with it. Then turn for either coin Crowley, or if you don't have coin, you just attack something with that weapon. Then on turn 5, you play Darius Crowley. Then you still have 1 durability on that weapon that buffs a rush minion on the board. So yeah, you play Crowley, you attack something else with the weapon, then the weapon dies, then Crowley gets +2/+1. That's a 6/5. You just attack something for free pretty much. And then if it kills a particular minion, you gain +2/+2 and snowball from there. Just quite insane. Now back to some neutral cards. For 7 mana, it's a legendary Countess Ashmore for 6 attack and 6 health, which is kind of below average for 7 mana. But you look at the text. Battlecry, draw a rush, lifesteal, and death rattle card from your deck, which is quite comparable to the Curator, which is quite different from Contest, but it draws 3 cards. Potentially, the downside of Contest, it doesn't have Taunt, but it has 2 more attack, which makes this stronger. But even though it would be better with Taunt, it's still a really good card. You still draw 3 cards. Potentially, you draw 1 or 2 cards, it's still decent. So yeah, I like it. You can also play this in Warrior just to draw Crowley if you haven't yet. So another lifesteal minion. I think there are a few out there. And Death Rattle. There are a few in Warrior as well. So yeah, this is quite strong. I really like this card as well. Now a 4 mana Shaman Epic. So Taunt. Battlecry, destroy your totems. Gain +2/+2 for each destroyed. Its first starts off with a 2 attack and 3 health. But if you play cards like Kobold Hermit, it's a 2 mana card, choose a basic totem and summon it. So say on turn 6 you play Hermit, then you play Totem Cruncher. It's terrible. 4 mana, 4 attack and 5 health, that's decent, but you have a 1/1 on board. Just terrible, I would think. But we'll see. Totem synergy hasn't really been that great. And cheap, but we'll see how it goes. So overall, this is not a great card at all. It's weird. It's not a good combo to have on turn 6. I would really rather try to do something else, but we'll see. There might be more totem synergy things out there that will support this card and be good. So time will tell. Now another bad card for Mage this time. A 2 mana Epic Mage spell. Book of Specters. Draw 3 cards. Discard any spells drawn. Why is this good? It's complete garbage. I'd rather play Deck of Wonders, which shuffles 5 scrolls into your deck. so much better than Book of Specters, since Deck of Wonders doesn't immediately discard spells drawn. I mean, Deck of Wonders casting Book of Specters would be so terrible. Oh my goodness. There's just nerfs. Deck of Wonders. How is Book of Specters any good? I mean, 2 mana, draw 3 cards. That's pretty sick. But you discard any spells that you draw. Weird. Really, really, really weird. Why would they print this? I mean, seriously. Really? Mage has to play spells. I mean, immediately I thought of playing a spiteful deck. So you have a lower chance to discard spells, but I don't want a 2 mana minion from Spiteful Summoner. It's just bad. I mean, if the 2 mana minion becomes Doomsayer, I'm just conceding. Unfortunately, I don't see this being played at all. Now, one of the more interesting cards in the set, I mean, it is an 8 mana card. So 4 attack and 4 health. So what the hell? Why would I ever want to play this? But look at the text. Death Rattle. Summon 2/2 Splitting Saplings. And they are 3 mana minions that have 2 attack and 2 health. And it also has the Death Rattle. Summon 2 1/1 wood chips, which are these right here. 1 mana 1/1s. So come to think of it, it is an 8 mana 12/12. And it is called Splitting Fester Root. It's an epic as well. Might be interesting for a druid deck. If you can buff things somehow, or trying to think of what else. Trying to think of what other classes might use this efficiently besides druid. Maybe paladin. They can buff the splitting saplings, which is okay. But even if they die, you get 1/1s in return, so it's not too punishing. I think it's overall a strong card, surprisingly. One potential that I can see screwing this card over is silence. So you play this on turn 8, then turn 9 your opponent just silences this, and you're just sad since it's just a 4 attack 4 health minion now compared to having so many other stats. It's quite an interesting card. We will see if this works. I'd be doubtful, but it'll be fun. For sure it'll be fun. This will be the last card I will be reviewing today. 6 mana. Also a neutral epic. Mossy Horror. Battle Cry. Destroy all other minions with 2 or less attack. It also has 2 attack and 7 health, so this works quite similarly to Shadow Word Horror, which is a priest spell that basically does the same thing, but the Mossy Horror cost 2 more and it has a body to it. And it is also a neutral card. So maybe say fortunately or unfortunately, Shadow Word Horror is rotating out. So Priest is losing quite a strong removal card, which Priest might just replace Shadow Word Horror with 2 Mossy Horrors. But the downside is Shadow Word Horror and Pint Sized Potion cleared the board quite efficiently. So you can't do that combo anymore, which is quite sad, but good for the other classes. So we'll see how good it is. And thank you for watching. And I also stream every day on twitch.tv, which information will be provided below. And you can also subscribe to this channel by clicking the button in the bottom right. And you can also watch the other videos in this series, which you will find in the bottom middle of your screen. Alright, goodbye now.